How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is DreZ and Huck.
Round deuce of Brewsday Tuesday. I am DreZ.
I'm Huck.
And I am popping my beer right now. Brewsday Tuesday, special Brew edition, as the festival is this coming Saturday. But before we delve into that, I did play that song for a reason. And that's because Deftones is now one of many bands that are putting out a new beer.
I roll.
Why I roll?
Well, you know, they're not making a beer.
They're not making it, but they're throwing their name on it. But still, it's cool, man. Like, I mean, Motorhead's done it, Iron Maiden's done it, Megadeth, Cannibal Corpse, Queen, Gwar, of course, AC/DC.
Of course, Gwar, yes.
So Deftones has a new beer. It actually just came out yesterday. They teamed up with San Diego Brewing, Belching Beaver, to create the new brew. It's called Phantom Bride, which is, of course, named after a song of theirs. So
Belching Beaver.
So if I can ever get my hand, the problem with these beers from these bands is that you can never get your hands on them. Like, I would love to do a show of that, but it took me like 3 years before I could get Iron Maiden's beer.
I mean, I know beer people. We can probably work something out. I got the one of the first ones early is the Winter Jam beer. He does one every year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Warren Haynes down there in Asheville.
Mm-hmm,
of course, he's got 24 breweries to count from.
Nice.
My brother-in-law, I sent him down there like 4 years ago. I said, hey, go get me some of that Warren Haynes beer. He's like, all right. So he's kind of an IPA snob. He texts me. He goes, it's Blue Moon. It was kind of a weedy winter beer, winter white. But
well, maybe we can cross that bridge when we come to it. But at this one, we're showcasing Brew beers, although I did just realize this is week 40 of our show, so maybe we should have been drinking 40s.
We should have. We'll go out and get one after the show.
Yeah, well, that's why.
So somebody want to meet us over to 7-Eleven. We're going to be getting a couple 40s.
We'll be sitting on the curb.
What I call the construction guy rack on the left side of the cooler where they have all. I was at the Sheets in West Virginia, and they had a 40 of Dale's Pale Ale, a craft 40.
Oh, really?
A craft 40, yes. First one I'd ever seen.
Did that come in just like a big can?
Big can.
Yeah.
I'd had Heineken before, because sometimes when I was traveling with the crew, we would stop and get one, when we got to the hotel. And so I've had Heineken, stuff like that. But this is the first time I ever saw a craft 40.
Yeah, that's sweet. So, speaking of craft, we are drinking, we just poured Starr Hill. We all know Starr Hill out of Charlottesville. They got some good brews. Last Leaf, it's a maple brown ale, and it will be one of many beers you can try this Saturday at the Blacksburg Brew, man. So, what made you pick this one to showcase today?
It was one I knew I hadn't tried, and I had just actually had a...
You can taste that maple.
Yeah, I had a maple syrup river in my kitchen over the weekend.
Oh, what happened?
Well, I came back from... The grandbaby was over eating... pancakes with syrup. Mm-hmm. And she's not super tidy, and neither are we sometimes. Anyway, I slid my basket across the kitchen table, unpacked, and I was pretty tired from partying at the party. I went to bed, and I got up in the morning, and there's something on the floor. I'm like, what the heck is that? And there's this slow-moving river of maple syrup. It took it all night to get down off the table. It only gone about a foot. It's hilarious. Actually cleaned up a lot easier than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a horrible mess.
You want to talk about cleanupping over the weekend, man. All right, so I go over to the Blacksburg house. In Blacksburg, they're doing the cleanup so you can put stuff on the side of the road. So we're like, all right, well, we'll go over there. We'll trim the hedges, and we'll do this, that, and the other. I go down the basement to put something with my stuff, and the basement over in the house of Blacksburg tends to flood.
Yeah.
But with this last storm, I guess it was probably Thursday last week, not only did it flood, but it had sewage had backed up into it.
Nice.
So literally the entire basement was covered with crap water.
Oh, nice.
And so tons of stuff is just ruined. And so it's getting sanitized now and everything. So it's been a pain in the ass. I would have gone with the syrup any day over
the same kind of texture
sewage.
and everything.
Yeah.
And color.
It's just as good. Either way, speaking of Blacksburg Brew, the 8th annual this Saturday. It's going to be at the VT Corporate Research Center, noon to 5. You will be speaking around 2 o'clock.
Around 2, and I will have some swag as well.
Some of the Huck swag, the stickers, the T-shirts.
Some Huck and some other stuff. I gather as I travel, I gather swag like a snowball picks up
twigs. You like to share. You
like to share. I mean, how many openers do I need?
Yeah, right.
Speaking
of sharing and being so giving to your fans.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We have a winner that we need to crown. If you might remember, we were doing a little contest on the Facebook Huck's Beer Buzz Facebook page, where you needed to comment on why you need a ticket to the Brew because you want to go or whatever. And did you decide which comment you liked the best?
Oh yeah, I got a few comments, and some of them were pretty good. Some of them not so
good.
Much,
Some of them were just like, "Give me a free ticket."
Yeah, or some subjects like I really don't want to think about my liver. But the one that had to play me, it says it was Christina. Says Jerry Garcia came to me in a dream and told me to go to Brewdoo, but I don't have a ticket. Okay. Because everybody knows I try to look like Jerry Garcia.
You do have that Jerry Garcia look, so I'd say she probably had
winner chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner. So free ticket to Brewdoo for Christina. Congratulations, and of course. You should probably like Huck's Beer Buzz on Facebook because maybe you could win something free. Like you dish out T-shirts every now and then.
I throw T-shirts out just for the heck of it.
Yeah, just for fun. S's and G's.
I've got some that I had out for sale somewhere, and I'm picking back up, which I'll probably have. I think it's like 20 or 25.
Was it one of the same styles? Or
yeah, it's 4 different ones. Yeah, but
I
I gave them to somebody. They were reselling them, and they kind of changed their motif, and they're not going to sell them anymore.
Bastards.
Yeah, that's okay. Because now I have them to give away. Hey, it's spent money, It's like I bought a whole bunch of T-shirts and stuff, and I did a couple festivals. I got all my money back, so I didn't make any profit, which is why I don't continue to do it. Yeah, but I'm whole, so I can give them away.
That's cool. Well, word man. Well, so you'll be giving those away. You're going to do your speakings, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time. And I know one of the things I wanted to touch on was the homebrew competition because you had a hand in that. You were one of the judges.
Yeah,
right?
I've judged it for several years. It's always interesting. You get homebrew's just got some basic. Let me just say some problems. In homebrewing. The main one is that people don't understand to keep the oxygen out, and a lot of the beers get oxygenated, and they're just
oxidized.
Oxidized. It's just not a good idea.
Does it taste bad? What does that do to a beer?
It just gives it off flavors. I mean, it just really takes it away from where it should have been. It'd be a great beer, but a little bit of oxygen that's ruined. Like when I do make some beer, but I make it for me. I try to drink it all. But I take and put CO2 into it's heavier than air, so I'll put it into the next container and pouring the beer in. So when the beer goes in, it doesn't get any oxygen in between. It's only getting CO2. And that way, before you start fermenting it, you need oxygen like air, 20%, 21%. But after that, you need none until you drink it all the way to there. So even if you're capping bottles, you should fill each one up with CO2 before you put the beer in them. Otherwise, you've given them a little oxygen each time.
And it'll taint it.
Yeah, it'll taint the beer. But
was that a problem with a lot a beer?
Yeah, I'd say that probably half the beer.
Half of them were.
A little bit of that
every sip, you're like, you're not going to win. You don't win. You don't win.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing people do, and it's okay because they should do it because it's good, but they go far out. Well, let's get
a little too crazy with it.
Yeah, like they out west, I think they made a beer with. I didn't get one of these, but with bull testicles in it. There's always something.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but they go crazy. Some of them, but there was one. I don't think it won, but it was a really hot beer. Like we've had 3 or 4 of those.
Like some of the peppers and
stuff?
stuff?
Yeah, you would have liked this one.
Oh, yeah?
It was really good. I think it was a ghost pepper.
A ghost pepper. And sometimes they're really good. Liked it. But, dude, like a lot of those, like, I tend to see it more in wines. They like to do that sort of stuff. And a sip or two, and you're like, all right, wow, yeah, this is good. I can dig this. But then halfway through it, you're like, I can't finish this.
Yeah.
Was that one of those?
No, this one I actually finished.
Did you drink a whole pint, or you're only doing tastings?
Yeah, we had a bottle, and so everybody had a tasting, and I finished the bottle.
Okay.
Because I thought it was good.
All right. Well, there you go.
But I got the Ballast Point, I think, made one that was really hot, a Capstan. And I went and got it, a half growler of it, and I was sharing it with my friends. Nobody would drink it, so I was like Dumbledore, drinking the water. You had to drink it all.
So I know you already know who won the homebrew thing, but what is the win? Is it a trophy or something? Like, what are they win? Bragging rights?
Actually, I think they get to make their beer at Bull and Bones.
Oh, really? They take the recipe and brew it?
I think that's what they get. I'm sorry, but I don't. It was Bull and Bones. I guess it might be the River Company because they get to make their beer somewhere.
Okay, so like make a big line.
And I'm sorry I got that wrong if it was wrong because I don't remember. Okay, the last time when it was at Bull and Bones, I know it was there. But I got an impression it's not.
You're fired, Huck. You're fired.
As
we don't want you to come speak for free anymore, Huck.
I don't want you. I don't have the right information as usual. Hey, if you want it wrong and you want it fast, get it from Huck.
But it is going to be a good time. So you'll find out the winner of the homebrew competition.
And the homebrew club's going to be there, and they're
you
going to
can learn
speaking.
a thing or two.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk a little bit about homebrewing.
Kits you can get.
Kits, but I'm going to talk about homebrewing like you make coffee, Anybody can do it. Just plug it in, turn on the switch.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Live music, Dirt Road Breakdown. Bobby Parker and Vinyl Tap going to be performing on the main stage. Lots of great beers.
Vinyl Tap, that's a good name.
Yeah, it is a good name. It's going to be a good time. That's once again the 8th annual Brew Do this Saturday.
Beer.
As far as I just counted. I mean, if the thing on the website is correct, 92 different beers to try.
92 different beers.
You think you can make that happen?
I'll have some.
A lot of them we've already had. You can skip over.
Yeah, but some of them I drink just because they're good.
Yeah, that's true. I saw that my Golden Monkey's up there, man, from Victory, dude. That's one of my favorite.
I'll go
beers.
after.
I love that beer.
I'll go after the ones that
I haven't tried.
I haven't had,
course,
and then when I can no longer check them into Untappd because of A, too many people on their phones, or B, I can't see my phone anymore, then I'll start on stuff I like. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll drink a beer just because I'm like hanging out with whoever's at the booth.
Yeah, that too.
I'll stay in there and chat them up and have a couple beers. That's a lot of fun.
Throw a sticker on there.
Anybody wants to chat me up, yeah, I throw some stickers around.
You know what you're going to be wearing? They're going to be easy to spot besides the Jerry Garcia look, of course.
Actually, I'll probably be wearing like a beer Hawaii shirt.
Oh, yeah?
I have several.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be wearing my Bear Polo because I'm going to be working, air quotes.
Yeah.
Working hard.
And then if it's cold, I'll have on a jacket of some nature.
Yeah, I'm hoping this good weather. Fingers crossed on that one. We'll see.
Either.
Either way, BlacksburgBrewDo.com for all the info. Tickets are still available at the Kroger locations and, of course, at BlacksburgBrewDo.com. Without further ado, let's untap this bad boy, man. We got Starr Hill's Last Leaf Maple Brown. It's pretty damn good, man. It's very different from the last beer that we had. This is obviously a darker brew. A brown ale, typically has that kind of that flavor of almost a coffee tone, but the maple, you can really pick it up on this, man. It's got that kind of sweetness that I'm digging on. The nice notes.
Very nice.
Mouth feels pretty good, man. Yeah, I'm digging this, man. I've never had it before either. I do not believe. We got 6.1% ABV. I like that.
It comes off as a little vanilla, even.
Wait a minute. What does this say? 12 fluid ounces, and then it says 761. What's that 7 in there? It's not 76.1% alcohol. There's no way. You think that's a mistype?
I don't know. Maybe it's 76.1%.
I wish. I don't think that's the case. Otherwise, we need...
I think that's just a leaf that's in the shape behind... Oh, no, it's slash. It's a slash.
Oh, it's a slash.
But the little leaf
The leaf makes it look like a top of the 7.
You guys should see this.
It really does look like a 76.1%. This is pretty damn good.
Brewdog's going to be mad.
But it says an English brown ale made with real Virginia maple syrup, featuring subtle vanilla notes and a smooth malty character. Yeah, it is. There's some great flavors in this beer, man. I really dig it. Starr Hill isn't one of my all-time favorite beers. Like, I love the brewery. The guys are cool. The labels are cool, but the beers usually aren't that good. This is probably one of their best, in my opinion, honestly.
There you go.
I'm going to give it a 4.25. What are you thinking?
I was headed right in that same direction even before you said it. I was like, I'm not a big fan of brown ales, but this is pretty smooth.
Yeah, it's super smooth, and it's got that sweetness to it that's kind of making it nice.
And I love the vanilla.
And for this time of year, this is just a great
this
beer.
Will be another one people should hit up. So I'm at 4.25 as well.
Yeah, this will be a big hit at the Brew Do. Definitely give this one a try. Starr Hill's Last Leaf, 4.25. Once again, across the board, we got the same notes.
Going to be like a man and his dog eventually look alike. I'm not saying he's the man, he's the dog, but
all right. Anywho, I think that's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday this week.
Dog beers, I've only had one.
Oh yeah, of course. Huck, I always appreciate you coming in, man. HucksBeerBuzz.com, Huck's Beer Buzz on Twitter, Huck's Beer Buzz on Facebook, Huck's Beer Buzz on Untappd, and of course, Huck will be speaking at the 8th Annual Blacksburg Brew Do this Saturday, VT Corporate Research Center. That's going to be from noon to 5. I'll be Bearcast from 10 to noon, so it works out good. I'm done doing my duties before the festival even starts. So yeah,
that's
I'm doing
the best thing
smart.
about radio. We can't really be in the radio station during the event. So we do the radio show before,
Yeah,
and we're
taking,
good to go. We
taking
did
it
our
on the
work,
road, man.
We're
Yeah,
done.
and it's time to have fun. Lots of great food, lots of good brews, of course, live music. It doesn't get much better than that. BlacksburgBrewDo.com for your tickets. Kroger locations that has them as well. And I got them all week long in the 420 hookup. Keep that in mind
I
as
started
well.
to call in and get another one just for the extra.
Just to have an extra
taste.
spare tickets.
20 extra taste.
Oh, it's just for you.
Yeah, I'll
For
just
you.
take 2 tickets.
Yeah, I'll turn that in. But, of course, definitely see you out there at the Brew. And once again, a shout-out to our sponsor of the Brewsday Tuesday, Fat Bag
glass.
Soul Shack, baby. Yeah, it's on the glass,
Beer
man.
tastes even better out of the Soul Shack glass.
I'm wondering, I mean, I know it's going to be a lot of food trucks and stuff out there, man, but I would love it if the Fatback Soul Shack brought some food to Brew, man. How good would that
That
be?
would be delicious.
Fingers crossed. Either way, that's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the tunes right here on 105.3 The Bear.